So there is this common phenomenon that happens as a therapist that all of my other therapist friends and I talk about of getting these very anxious emails and phone calls from men who are saying, "We need couples therapy right away. Please say you have an opening. We're in crisis. We're desperate. I'll pay you whatever you want. Please get us in. We need therapy so bad." Which like on the outside is like, "Oh good, a man who's initiating therapy. Isn't that what we want?" And yes, that's what we want, but what's happening 9 times out of 10 is that the woman in the marriage has been asking for her partner to go to therapy with her for like 3 to 5 years. She has been saying, I feel alone in this marriage. I'm exhausted. I am tired of being the one who is largely responsible for all the care tasks in our home, for the child rearing. I am tired of being the one who is creating and responsible for all the intimacy in our marriage. I need a partner and I feel so alone. And men usually have one or two responses to this. The first one is to get aggressive and to say things like, "You're too needy. You ask for too much. I can't do anything right in this marriage. Why can't you just be happy with what I'm doing?" And the other common response is to say, like, "Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. You're right. I need to step up. I'll do more. I'm so sorry." And they will. They'll step up for like a month or two, but then it goes back to the status quo. And so at some point, the women are done. They are so tired of this form of abuse, this form of neglect. They realize they could do it all by themselves, easier, better. And so they finally say that they're leaving and they get a divorce attorney and they're out the door. And then the men are shocked. They're blindsided by this. They say things like, "I didn't know you felt this way. And where is this coming from?" And this is when we get those phone calls. This is when my therapist friends and I get those phone calls. It is a day late and a dollar short. And here's another tricky thing that happens in couples therapy. Some of y'all may have tried couples therapy early on, but I'm going to assume that you had a female therapist because this is a very female dominated field. And so these are men who have a really hard time taking seriously the information and education and experience of women. So if they're not listening to you, they're not going to listen to me either. If a man is invalidating and dismissing his wife, he's also likely to do that with me too, regardless of the 25 years of mental health experience, all of my credentials and blah, blah, blah. If misogyny is the issue, it's going to show up with me as well. Men like this often are only open to new information if it's coming from another man. And again, good luck finding a male therapist and a male therapist who has interrogated this in himself and isn't perpetuating this in the therapy space as well. So yeah, I believe you. I'm This is hard.